Or a report from the compensation consultant Johnson & Associates shows a pronounced divergence, right, between the bankers and the traders tseem to be losing out here.
Yes, the traders, unfortunately, as they have for really the last 2 years, losing out to those banker colleagues across the aisle. So at this point, Johnson & Associates is predicting if you're in underwriting functions for, which is a banking investment banking function, you could see a raise on your bonus of 10% to 20%, which is really quite great, I think, versus some of the fixed income traders, maybe 0%, maybe up to 5%. And it's even worse for those equity traders because they could see a decline of 5%. That's what Johnson & Associates is telling us now.
Right. Okay, so what about for fixed income traders? I mean, they've got to have it the worst, right?
Well, they don't have it the worst. The equities traders are a little bit worse off than theirs. Okay. Yes, but
it's still tough for them.
It's tough, and if you look back to what Johnson Associates had forecasted for the first quarter, I mean, it's looking even worse for these fixed income traders, and they have really been a lot of the bearing the brunt of some of these downfalls. Goldman Sachs down 40% in fixed income trading. You had Bank of America, JP Morgan, other bulge bracket firms really not doing as well either. So since these revenues, always help inform what compensation is going to be, then of course you're going to have a little bit of a downturn.
Is it a much different story from what we saw last year? I mean, if you compare the numbers now, Laura, how different is it?
It's not really. The thing last year too, we've had down as well. I looked back to a story that I had written actually last year, almost exactly the same day in August, and we had a prediction there from Johnson Associates, the same consulting firm, to fall for fixed income trading 10% to 15%. So of course, much worse there than what we're predicting this year, which is that flat to maybe up 5%. So it is better, but I mean, it's still not what you're going to see on those underwriting banker colleagues who, could see bonus increases of 20%. And that really is a reflection of where we've seen the underwriting markets go. These investment bankers on the underwriting side have just done a really good job in the last couple of quarters. Of course, just keep in mind, it's only halfway through the year, so we could see things really shift around for the last 2 quarters.